Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to go ahead and try out this Vortex II vent fan for the bathroom that we have. As you guys know, you have quite a few options out there. You have Fantastic Fan, you have Max Air, you have this, and there's a few other ones that you could try out. Now the one that's in my bathroom right now is a small fan that you're used to seeing. They have a Vortex 1 and a Vortex 2. This one is the Vortex 2, as you see. The only difference between the Vortex 1 and 2 is the Vortex 2 gives you a few more speeds, and it goes reverse and forward. The Vortex 1 is just like the one that's in there now. It just goes on and off. So I love the fact that this one does have a removable screen, and installation should be pretty straightforward. It does say upgrade any roof vent with the Vortex 2. Now if you don't have power there, you don't have 12 volt power I should say, you may have to do some research to have to run some wires there to use this. So just keep that in mind. It's not hard to do, especially if it's in an area where there could be some wires. But let's go ahead and take it out of the box so you guys can see what comes with it. So it's pretty easy to do. You just slip this back and this pops up, this pops over, and there it is. It's not hard to get out of the box. And this is actually my very first time taking it out, but there it is. Now a lot of people have a lot of reasons why they buy this. Most of them being they want more air movement, and they want this something a little bit more quieter. So this is going to probably do those two things. Now until I install it, I'll be able to be the judge of that. But the one reason why I like this fan, and I did a lot of research, was because I wanted to have a removable grill guard here. And the reason why is I like to clean it, you know, off of the ceiling, but the one that's on there now, you have to literally like uninstall it. So this does have a removable grill here, so it makes life a little bit easier to clean this. You can also clean the fan a lot easier, so that way as you get dust build up on it, you know, you can clean it a lot better. So those are two reasons why I like this option. And of course it is quieter from what I saw online, and it does move, as it says here, 300% more air. So let's go ahead and look at what I have in there right now. Alright, so I already have the fan on right now. Go ahead and turn on the light so you guys can see a little better here. Now, as I mentioned, you can't undo this screen as easy as the one on the Vortex, and you only have one level of speed here. It's on and off, and you see how the fan's really dirty. I've cleaned this actually 2 times. We've had this RV for now 3.5 years, and I just like the fact that you can take the grill down, you can clean the fan blade too. And yeah, like I said, it's going to definitely move some more air, but it should be pretty easy to install this. It looks like all you have to do is really just unbolt this, I guess shroud maybe. I guess is what you call this. And then you have to undo the bolt here for this, and it should pop right out. But before we do that, let me show you some of the hardware that came with the Vortex 2. So this is pretty much everything that came with this Vortex 2. Just came with like what, 4 screws. I'm assuming this one is for, actually it probably goes in that way, it's probably for this. This is how you're going to open and close it now, but there's not much to it. Now as far as wiring it in goes, now this is not plug and play per se. You will have to wire it in. It's not hard, so if you just have basic skills of, you know, wiring, of course, you know, typically black is going to be negative or your ground, white's going to be a positive, and all you have to do is just use the wiring that's up there now. It should be pretty self-explanatory. I'm probably going to just you know wrap the wires together. I'll probably show you a diagram on how I did it, and you can use that, or you can find other ways you can do it, but it should be pretty straightforward. You guys can see here, a lot of people complain online how exposed the control board is, and I kind of agree. They probably should have put a small cover that pops on and pops off, just to keep you know maybe condensation from getting on there. If you leave it open, like the vent fan, might be a good idea. But it looks like everything's wired pretty good. Everything looks pretty tight. I think that there have been some issues in the past with these, so these have gotten a little bit more expensive. Like this one was $120 on Amazon, and so I think in the past they were like half of that. So they probably have gotten better, you know, hopefully you would think they have, just because of the fact that it is more expensive. But like I said, they do have two spots here, or two positions, where if depending on which vent fan you have with your RV, you may have to adjust this. So like I said, let's go ahead and take down the vent fan now. But before we do that, let's do a test. I see other guys doing this on YouTube. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put a piece of paper by the door and see how well it sucks it in. I'm gonna turn it on. Let's see here. So I mean, this fan, I mean, it pulls a little bit of air. So I hope you guys saw that. I mean, it's okay. This is not gonna, you know, do a great job. But as you can see, you know, it's not really moving a ton of air. So we're gonna see how the new one's gonna do. It just started raining outside. Wow, that's a good rain right there. All right, so I'm gonna grab tools as we go, okay? So I just have a little Phillips head screwdriver, and you could use some power tools. I mean, strongly, I think that's a bad idea for something like this. This is not really strong materials. It's always a good idea too to cover your, like, your shower, you know, close your toilet down too, as some people have mentioned, because you could drop some screws and that will just make your install hectic and take longer. But yeah, just a simple little small Phillips head screwdriver will do the trick. And yeah, so far it's really easy. My kid could do this. One more screw right here. It may not be a bad idea to have some bungee cords handy too. I saw that someone had mentioned this, that if you're installing the new fan and wiring it up so you don't put too much stress on the wires, it may not be a bad idea to have that. So yeah, so this just kind of pops down, and as you guys can see, I have no leaks in there. Everything looks pretty clean. Now what do you know, there's a screw just hanging out. If you're new to RVing, get used to that. You're gonna have screws everywhere. All right, so let me put this down really quickly. I don't have a lot of space here. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this screw out too. All right, should be coming out soon. Almost there. Yeah, this is super easy so far. Yeah, so you pop that out. We're not gonna reuse this if you don't know. And then we have to undo this little guy. Oh, see how that dropped? As I mentioned, it might be a good idea to put something down. Okay, so there's a screw here and a screw right there. So I might need a longer screwdriver. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm too short. Let me go get my long one. Hold on one second. All right. So, as you just noticed, if you want to do this job, just get a longer screwdriver like this. This will get the job done for you. Alright, so that screw is not that long. One more on this side. Alright, so this is going to fall. So what I recommend, you didn't have to untwist that black piece on this. I think that it would have just all come down. But if you want to leave the reel on there, that may be the best way to go so it doesn't fall. But yeah, it didn't fall off. But nevertheless, you see how dirty this is? That's what I was saying. Like, I hate the fact that you can't take this screen off and clean it. So I like the new fan for that one reason alone. Because yeah, and like, see how dirty. Like, I've already cleaned this fan. Actually it's 2022 now, but I cleaned it not long ago. And yeah, that's disgusting. I definitely need to wash my hands after touching that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So as I mentioned, the wires, yeah, see how here's some of the wiring right here. You can see some of the wiring. And I guess we might have to cut some of these off here. But man, this is so, this is disgusting. Wow. All right, so let me go ahead and take down this. I may have to cut this off too. That kind of stinks. I may have to go on the roof too, actually. I just noticed that. But let me go ahead and kind of figure out what else I need to do here now. I'll check back in a second. So that black piece that was on here, you will have to undo that in order to get the screen to fall off. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this fan blade, and then you'll find 2 Phillips heads. We can just use a little screwdriver for these, and these should make the little motor come undone. Now I have seen where people, we don't need these anymore, but again, like I said, if you want, feel free to put stuff down, that way you don't lose screws. I always recommend keeping stuff for a few months just in case something decides to go AWOL. Oh wow, this is a magnet. Alright, I'm gonna cut this right here, and then I think I'm just gonna have to cut these wires too, because this is gonna be where my power is gonna come in from. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut these wires. Or hold on here, did this come off? No, this doesn't come off. Okay. Alright, so let me do some improv here, because mine's a little different from what I've seen online. So I'm gonna cut, I think, before I start cutting wires, let me just check everything out. I think these are the 12 volt here. So I think once I cut this zip tie here, I'll be able to see things a little bit better. So hold on one second. Alright guys, so I called my friend just really quickly just to make sure, but they don't have red and black wires as normal companies do for power. So the green is going to be for the black for my RV. Sometimes this could be red or orange or whatever, or a different color, and then white's going to go for the white wires here. So just keep that in mind. I'm just going to use these same connections here, so this will be pretty easy. So I don't have to splice or anything on mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and have my wife help me hold this so I can wire this all in, and then we'll be pretty much done. Alright, so if you wired it correctly, you should be able to turn it on. So much quieter than the other fan. Let me open this up here. So I just put the screen on, and then this is going to be for, oh yeah, oh yes, oh yes, cool. I can feel the air of my feet coming through here. So much better. That's high, medium, low. So I think the old fan was probably about medium air, so we have that extra oomph too if we need that hot air out of the bathroom, or if someone blows the bathroom out, one or two. But this is pretty easy to install. The only thing I don't like is how short the wires are, and basically because the board is on this side, you see how the wires are kind of like all dangled up in there. If I had more time, I would probably make the wires a little bit longer that came with this, and then just kind of smush them more inside of here. But it's fine, everything's working perfectly, and yeah, this is pretty easy to install. I mean, I think it took me like maybe 30 minutes so far, and yeah, the only hard part for me was just wiring it, because like I said, I had to call my friend and ask him what was positive and negative. So all in all you have to do is just put the bolt in here for this, so you can open and close the vent. And I actually lucked out because I didn't have to adjust this, because in some cases you may have to move this over to this hole here, and you may have to use this piece for it to work. So they give you some extra screws for it, and I did not have to do that, so I really lucked out on this install. But I hope this was helpful. Let me just go ahead and like I said, just bolt this in, and I'm going to show you guys the finished product here. And here's the finished product. It's on its lowest setting, and let me just show it to you here. Even on lowest setting, you can really see that it's moving air. I can really feel the air coming through the door a lot better. It's not as strong on the bottom here. I can feel it coming through, but I remember with the other fan, I feel like it moved more air on the bottom of the door, but on the top here is a lot more air coming through. Now, one thing I always do when I do any type of renovations in our RV or changes, I always keep all the screws, because I promise you, one of these screws are going to come in handy somewhere else. So just keep the screws you have. And I'm also going to keep this too, because I might need to use this at some point. So hope this was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you found that this was helpful, and I'll see you guys soon.